You're part of that idiocy of 39% of people in this country. That is what you are a part of, Herb. So don't waste my time by calling into the show. Give me the numbers. You're spreading misinformation. No, I didn't. Coming from the same idiot who thinks Donald Trump won the 2020 election. So why don't you take your conspiracy theories and why don't you take your idiocy and shove it up your dumb MAGA ass?
Listen, I got a question, and just a question because I'm not sure. I've heard you say it before, and I've never, known this. I don't know any facts about this. You said that there's more people here on expired visas than there are illegal aliens that came over the border.
That was according to the latest. That was according to the latest stats that were released, and I think that year would be 2023 and parts of 2024. Yes, sir.
So about how many people are here? They're on their visas that are expired.
I've given those numbers out. I don't have those exact numbers right in front of me, but yeah, Herb, I would request that you look up those numbers for yourself because, as you know, I don't throw things at a wall and hope that it sticks. Census numbers that were put out.
You must be.
Yeah, well, you can look it up. Sure.
You don't have any. You don't have any number. Do you have a general number? Approximation of how many you're talking
I can tell you that in 2023, there were more people that were in this country illegally that overstayed their visas than those that crossed the border. And if you don't believe me, you can go ahead.
Fine.
Yeah, you can look that up.
Approximately how many?
I don't have those numbers right in front of me.
You can't give a number?
I don't have those numbers right in front of me, Herb. And by the way, it wasn't the number, the point that I was trying to make. And I think you're missing my point, Herb. And I'm going to try to make it again. So hopefully you will understand that. And by the way, I'm going after both sides of the aisle on this issue because I really don't hear Democrats talking too much about this either. But there are a lot of people in this country that overstay their visas. But what you hear from MAGA,
I don't doubt that.
What you hear from MAGA Republicans is only people that are crossing the border illegally. Why is it that you never hear from somebody like Donald Trump talking about those that overstay their visas? That is my question. Why? I think it has something to do with where they're from. I think it has something to do with their skin color. That's what I think.
So, well, I think that I know you're going to think that because you want to think the worst. But
well, why? No, I don't think the worst. I think logic. Logic.
It's amazing to me that you. It's amazing to me that you have. You say this all the time, but you don't have any numbers for that. Now,
I don't have any numbers. I don't have any numbers.
You're talking about at least between 10 and 15 million people came over the border in the last 4 years.
So, Herb.
And I don't think that many people are here on expired visas.
Well, where are your numbers, Herb? Where are your numbers?
False information.
Oh, I'm giving out false information. What false information have I? Hey, Herb. What? Herb. What false information? Herb. Earth to Herb. Herb. What false information have I given out? Please respond. What false information have I given out? Herb. And then the coward hangs up the phone. Hey, dumbass. I didn't give out any false information. Back the latest numbers that have been released, there were more people that overstayed their visas that were in this country illegally than those that crossed the border. I didn't give out any false information, and you are a moron. And every single time you call into this show, you want to ask me for numbers, yet you're the same imbecile who thinks Donald Trump won the 2020 election. You're the same imbecile who thinks that Donald Trump is doing a great job. Hey, Herb, I got a number for you. It's probably around where your IQ is. Donald Trump's numbers, he's got a 39% approval rating, very close to your IQ. Hey, Herb, how's that for a number? Donald Trump has the lowest approval ratings in the last 70 years. And you know what those people are that are in that 39%? Idiots like you. Oh, Brian, give me the numbers. Give me the numbers. You always think the worst. Give me the numbers. How do you like it for that number, Herb? Do you like that? Do you like the fact that inflation is up? Since day one, since Donald Trump took office. Oh, Herb, here's some numbers for you, you imbecile, you inbred imbecile. I've got some numbers for you, and I've got some receipts to back it up, unlike you, who comes at me with nothing but stupidity. The Energy Information Administration says that gas prices are up at least a few cents since Donald Trump took office. He said he was going to lower the price of gases. The Consumer Price Index says 0.49% inflation rate is up, based on 2.4% the last year that Joe Biden was in office. There's some numbers for you, you dope. You're part of that idiocy of 39% of people in this country. That is what you are a part of, Herb. So don't waste my time by calling into the show. Give me the numbers. You're spreading misinformation. No, I didn't. Coming from the same idiot who thinks Donald Trump won the 2020 election. So why don't you take your conspiracy theories and why don't you take your idiocy and shove it up your dumb MAGA ass? Have a nice day, idiot.